wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Quan, and with me, as always, is Sam Brooks.
You've already failed, mate.
How have I
You've had one job and you've already failed it.
I don't follow.
Andy, it's Extreme Rules, mate. You gotta, it's extreme! It's Extreme Rules, Andy! You gotta go extreme with the intro. Gotta let everybody know. You gotta set the tone for the show. It's extreme! Do it again.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to an extreme edition of the Suplah. I am Andy Quan, and with me, as always, is Extreme Sam.
I feel like you could do it a bit more extreme. We haven't really hit the nail on the head yet. You gotta go, it's extreme! Come on.
Extreme Championship Suplah.
Oh, I regret ever asking to do this show with you. I really do. So, it's Extreme Rules. Oh, shut up. It's Extreme Rules, everybody. It's this Saturday, and we're here to run down the card, and we will finally, for once in our fucking lives, we will finally have our inaugural Pride of Predictions
Bullshit,
champion
I am the fucking
crown.
champion. I am the guy. I am the uncrowned champ.
Well, you were
stolen.
Because you were initially crowned,
stolen.
but then you didn't buy a championship belt,
Which
like
I've now
we
bought.
agreed.
I bought a championship, so surely I'm now champion because I have a championship
No,
now.
too little, too late, Andy.
Well, that's
You
not how
failed
this
to meet the requirements by the deadline of whatever the event was that we predicted. All Out, that was it. You failed to meet the deadline, so you were stripped of a championship, and now we have to do it again a month later. You got all of the people of Suplah City who left like 3 years ago. They're all waiting in anticipation for this. And who are we to deprive them of this? So, I feel like there's 6 matches here. We should just get straight into it and just start fucking predicting. Why the fuck not, hey?
Alright, let's do this. I haven't watched any WWE, so I have no idea what's going on.
Well, you're in luck, Andy, because I have kind of. And I also have the Wikipedia summary for a lot of the build. So,
Wonderful.
let's fucking go. Pick a number between 1 and 6.
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now, so let's go with 6.
The Brawling Brutes
No.
of Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and the Mighty Butch will be taking on Imperium, Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci in a 6-man tag team good old-fashioned Donnybrook match.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, it's funny you say that.
And what's a Donnybrook?
I believe it's something that happens in Ireland, and you, Andy Quan, being partly Irish, should partly know what the fuck this is, but you don't. Lucky for us, however, there is in fact a hyperlink on the Wikipedia page that takes us to professional wrestling match types.
Oh, Donnybrook is in Dublin. I know
No
that.
disqualification.
I knew that. I'm Irish.
So you also know that the match is in fact a no disqualification match, also known as a no holds barred match, or sometimes an anything goes match, or sometimes a boot camp match, or sometimes a Ravens Rules match, or even an Extreme Rules match.
Exactly, that's what we do in Ireland. We have Extreme Rules matches.
Yeah, you have Ravens Rules every Saturday.
Exactly, see?
It is a match in which neither wrestler can be disqualified, allowing for weapons and outside interference. However, unlike a hardcore match, pinfalls must be made inside the ring. So we're all up to speed. We're all aware of the good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Yes, I completely understand the rules of this match now.
Brawling Brutes versus Imperium. Sheamus versus Gunther, as we both saw, tore down the house at Clash of the Castle.
That was a very good match. I think that's
was a
probably
very good
going to
match.
be one of my favourite matches of the whole year, I think.
It is about time we start looking at that for our annual end-of-year awards. But anyway, building on from that match, the two teams have been feuding and costing each other championship opportunities and such, and so it is now a 6-man tag team good old-fashioned Donnybrook match between the Brawling Brutes and Imperium. Who've you got? Who are your boys?
Because the gimmick match is a Irish match, and it's got Sheamus in, I can see Imperium winning.
Really? You're just so quick to just disregard your entire personality, being that you are partly Irish?
No, I
There's
mean,
not even a part of you that
this is-
thinks that Sheamus could win this?
There's a part of me, but this is WWE logic in booking, so Imperium.
No, that's thrown out the window, mate. You see, we are under a new era, with a new head of creative. So you gotta think, maybe there's a chance that the Irish people can win the Irish match.
No, I'm thinking the former NXT people that Triple H love so much, of Imperium are going to win. That's my logic behind it.
That is a fair point, but you know what? Just for the sake of having different predictions, I'm gonna say the Brawling Brutes will win this.
Wonderful.
So are you locking that in? You're saying Imperium?
I am locking that bad boy in.
It is locked in. Da-na-na-na. All right. So, next up, pick a number between 1 and 5.
4.
4. We have Bianca Belair versus Bayley, with their respective allies at ringside, in a ladder match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Who you got?
Bayley.
Really?
Because they want to put over this new Damage Control team, so Bayley.
Damage Control, of course, Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Do you think they changed her name so that they would rhyme? Kai and Sky?
Possibly.
Although I suppose Kai and Shirai rhymed anyway.
Who are the women's tag team champions?
They are the women's tag team champions.
They have all the belts then, so yeah, that makes sense.
You think they're going for like a bloodline type of deal where they just have all of the belts because?
Yeah, because that's what they seem to love right now. Is let's give everybody in the stable a belt. So I think that's where they're going with it.
Do you have more than 2 friends? Congratulations, you're all winning the championships.
Hooray!
So Bianca Belair, at Bianca Belair, wow, brilliant. Bianca Belair retained the championship at SummerSlam, after which she was confronted by Bayley, Kai and Sky, we all know this, the team of Damage Control. They would eventually compete at Clash at the Castle, Damage Control defeating Belair's motley crew of Alexa Bliss and Asuka, and now it is a ladder match for the Women's Tag Team Championship because Bayley pinned Belair at Clash at the Castle.
Oh yes, I remember that.
So going off of that, I think Bianca might retain.
Oh, we're going for opposing things again.
But not just because, we like to disagree with each other, just fundamentally. I genuinely think that they are trying to cement Bianca's status as one of the new faces of a division. Like, you're already doing incredibly well with her championship wins and the WrestleMania matches and everything, so they're doing a good job. Why not continue that? And plus, Bayley's already one of the best anyway. We already know that they are one of the greatest. They don't really need another championship run, in my opinion, so I can easily see Bianca winning this. But it's going to be a good match anyway.
Yeah,
when was the last time we had a really good, women's ladder match? If at all.
I don't know.
In WWE. I genuinely can't think of the last time where we had, a really good one.
Yeah, I can't think of one. So, this should be good.
I'm excited. So, you're going with Bayley? You're locking that in?
Yep, locking that one in.
He's locked it in! Da-na-na-na. Alright, Andy. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
3 it is. Oh, God. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett in a strap match. A strap match, known by many names and done with many slight variations. I love the subtle shade from Wikipedia here, it's basically a strap match. Is any match in which the competitors are placed on the opposite ends of a restraint to keep them in close physical proximity.
So
by definition, the strap and anything
match.
tied to it are considered legal and in-play weapons. The most common rule for victory is to achieve a pinfall, but there is a common variation, where one wrestler has to go around the ring and touch all 4 corners in quick order without interruption. That's my favourite one. That's my favourite variation of this match.
That's my least favourite fucking variation of this fucking match.
I mean, what are some of the variants here? It's basically a dog collar match, right? AEW's been doing those a lot.
Yeah, with Brody Lee and Cody and CM Punk and MJF.
If they've done 2, they've done a lot, apparently, according to my definition. But no, you also have, like, the infamous one between Guerrero and JBL, right?
Oh, yeah, that one. Or the Yappa Pie Indian strap match.
Number 1! You know what? I love Drew McIntyre. It's known. We all know this. But we all also know my feelings of Karrion Kross. Fucking chode. Not a fan. Do not enjoy.
Yeah,
Would rather have anyone else in this match. However, am I kind of actually maybe a little sort of excited to see this? Maybe, I think so.
I'm not really interested. I don't like Karrion Kross. I find his thing boring. And it's weird. It's like TikTok. It's a fucking sandal, you fucking lemon.
Yeah, I made that joke
Did
also.
you? Oh.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. It's like fall and pray to boredom. Fall and pray to
This is something
boredom.
that I've been seeing online lately, is that everyone's saying, oh, he's got hair now, therefore he's so much better. I'm like,
What does that
he's
even
not
mean?
though, is he? He's still exactly the fucking same.
But he looks
He's still
worse.
entirely fucking boring.
Yeah, he looks worse with hair. It's like he doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, I can't be fucked. I can't even
No,
fuck
I think,
to shave.
granted, I think he looks better without the fucking weird bald head and the pencil-drawn goatee. Like, that was always a really stupid look for him. But it's still, no matter, he could have a fucking, like, lava beard, or a rubble beard, or some other type of fucking gnarly beard. It's still a shit guy with a good beard. Like, I'm not gonna fucking put any more stock into him as a result of his facial hair, you know? Like, I think the ship has sailed at this point permanently. Like, I'm never really gonna enjoy him. But that's okay, because we have many other people who we enjoy. For saying this, Drew McIntyre is one of them. He deserves better. He deserves better than this feud. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, how the mighty have fallen.
This is the guy who fucking, like... Well, in 2020 at least. Before him it was Seth Rollins. And then it was Drew. Who beat Brock Lesnar? And he also had that random match with Goldberg, didn't he? And he beat Goldberg, like, decisively.
Yeah, he beat Goldberg, he beat Brock, he beat so many fucking people.
And yet, here we are, in a fucking strap match. I mean, I find it hilariously funny whenever it's the 4 corners stipulation, so I really hope they pull that one out again.
I really don't want that shit.
Remember in previous years where they had, like, literal, like, buzzers and lights on top of the turnbuckles?
Oh, God.
It's fucking hilarious.
I bet it's that. Oh,
I want it to be that.
So,
I want Scarlett to somehow fucking get involved and just touch all of the buttons, and it's like, no, you can't do that. Oh, we know it's Extreme Rules, but there's still rules, apparently.
should we say... I'm going to say Karrion Kross is winning. Because Triple H, that's his guy.
Purely because I don't want that to happen, I'm gonna say Drew. I'm gonna try and will it into existence like a fucking shitty tulpa. I really want Drew to win this, because he deserves a fucking win. Especially after that shit show at Clash of the Castle.
Oh, that was
Like,
awesome.
he deserves a fucking win. So, again, difference of opinion, Andy. This is interesting. You're going for Karrion.
Yeah, reluctantly, but yes.
Are you locking that one in?
Brr, 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 brr.
He's locking it in! Da-da-da-da. Alright, pick a number between 1 and 3.
Between 1 and 3, we just spoke about 3.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
Okay, 3.
It's extreme.
3, we just spoke about it.
You're picking 3. Okay, so it is Edge versus Finn Balor in an I Quit match. Finn Balor, of course, accompanied by The Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley,
Oh, God.
and Dominic Mysterio.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these
things now has a mullet.
One of these things now has someone that calls them puppy. I don't know. I'm tired.
Could you be any more awkward? I feel like you're not being awkward enough. You could just derail the show a lot more right now.
No. I think I'm doing well with the derailing today.
The story starts at WrestleMania 38, if you can believe it, in April, when Edge formed the group Judgment Day with Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley would then later join the group at WrestleMania Backlash. And then Finn Balor, who was feuding with the Judgment Day for months and months, would eventually join the group. And they would usurp Edge and kick him out, and so Finn Balor is the new leader of the Judgment Day. You're right, it doesn't make sense.
Yep, doesn't make any goddamn sense.
But stick with it, because it gets better, Andy. Do you know why?
Because Dominic Mysterio turns on Rey Mysterio, his dad, and now Rhea Ripley is his puppy.
Or his mummy. Or his non-gendered parental figure.
Dominatrix.
Yes, essentially. So,
to each their own.
Yeah. You know what? He's living everyone's dream. He may be the most bland, boring, uncharismatic fuck I've ever seen. But you gotta respect him at the very least.
Well, the thing is...
You gotta respect the position that he's in.
It kind of makes sense for him to be like that, and Rhea Ripley being a Dom, because he's definitely a sub. So that makes all
Ironically, his name is Dom. We're the first ones to ever make that joke, Andrew.
We're so original. Pegging.
So, Edge. Speaking of pegging, Edge. He's been feuding with the Judgment Day, of course, because it was his group that he himself made, and yet he mocks it, even though, like, you made it.
And
why are you mocking their name that you came up with?
And also, you gave them Alter Bridge, so what the fuck are you fucking mocking them for, you fucking twat?
But this isn't just any match, it's an I Quit match. As we all know, an I Quit match. No disqualifications. The match cannot end unless one of the opponents says, I quit. Usually, into a microphone. Has to specifically be into a microphone. If it isn't, doesn't count, apparently.
Or if you're Bob Backlund against Bret Hart at one time, it counts.
Or if you're Mick Foley versus whoever it was that one time.
The Rock.
The Rock. You don't even have to say anything.
A tape can play.
Exactly. So, do you think this match is going to end clean with an I Quit straight from the mouth of either Finn or Edge? Or do you think they're going to go with the fuck finish method?
I think Edge...
Judging by the fact that Edge is going out there on his own, like, he doesn't have the Judgment Day, he doesn't even have his friends, like, he doesn't have Rey, he doesn't have AJ Styles, who's been, feuding with them again. Because for the longest time it was Finn and AJ versus the Judgment Day, but then Finn joined them, and so AJ was like, I don't know what to do anymore. So they just put him back into this feud after a few months. Edge doesn't have any backup. I think there's going to be shenanigans.
I can still see Edge winning.
You think? Oh, okay. An actual difference of opinion again. Because I think Finn Balor's going to win this.
I think this is the one where, Edge will win, and then you'll probably get another fucking person introduced.
Another person?
And that
As in to join the Judgment Day, or to fight
I think I know who that person's going to be.
Oh, you think it's the White Rabbit?
Like, I think it's going to be... This is it.
You think the White Rabbit is going to turn up and he'll be the leader of the Judgment Day?
Yep.
Even though the Judgment Day has been led by two people in as many months, it feels like.
Yep, it sounds like a WWE thing to do.
Under Vince, I would agree. But we're not in that era anymore, so my mind's actually kind of open.
I'm still not. I'm still probably pessimistic about it.
I think you are. I think you need some therapy for it.
I do get it anyway.
Fair point. No, I think the Judgment Day is it's hitting a curve. Like, it started off promising, was quickly proven to be not good, and now they're sort of coming back up a little bit. I feel like they're actually getting good. So I feel like a victory here would be actually beneficial for them. I mean, granted, they did win at Clash of the Castle only because of Dominic's heel turn. But still, I feel like, you wanna have this group be like a full force to be reckoned with. Because they've been dominating the Raw main event scene for the past few weeks. So I feel like if you want to put some more stock into them, have them win here as well. Plus, Edge is fucking, he looks like a corpse now. Like, all due respect. I don't know if you've seen the posters. He looks fucking sick. Like, I'm getting Prince Philip vibes from his face.
Jesus Christ.
Like, he doesn't look good
I'm gonna look
at all.
Edge Extreme Rules poster.
Like, he's 48 at this point.
Oh, fam.
Right? He doesn't look well.
He looks like a zombie.
Yeah, he doesn't look good.
What the...
And granted, that's probably very superficial. He's probably still good in the ring, but, like, come on, a spade is a spade, right? Like, he doesn't look well. That's probably just really bad Photoshop, which, of course, WWE is notorious for, but cheekbones shouldn't look like that. Am I crazy?
Yeah, that doesn't... I mean, there's also, if I Google Edge poster, right, there is another poster from years ago right next to it that either somebody's made, and he looks so much younger and, like, not like a crackhead. And then in this picture, he looks like a total crackhead. And
He's been in, like, several posters. Like, he's been in the Backlash poster, he's been in the Ironically, he was in a poster for the fucking Judgment Day pay-per-view. About 1 year.
Yeah, and, like, what? Like, why...
Like, I think he was in an Elimination Chamber as well. Like, he's been in so many posters over the years.
I think this poster's just... Like, just...
I mean, granted, back then he was, like, in his early 30s, so he didn't really look that bad, but now he's nearly 50. It's like, oh...
I think this poster...
starting to see the cracks a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I think this poster's just unfortunate, I think. That's probably what the issue is.
Yeah, they photoshopped it badly to the point where he looks like a fucking alien, but neither here nor there. You still think he's gonna win? You think Old Man Edge is gonna win this?
Yeah, but then
that young upstart Finn Balor to say I quit.
But then I can see some fuckery happening afterwards.
Young upstart Finn Balor who is 41.
Christ.
Can you believe that? I mean, he's been around for like 30 years, so yeah, probably.
But I can see some fuckery happening afterwards, though. That's the thing.
Okay. Hey, I smell a little incentive here. Do you want to maybe put another point on the line to say if the White Rabbit debuts and is in fact involved with the Judgment Day?
Okay, not involved in the Judgment Day, but involved in this event.
Oh, the back down is happening.
No, it's not a back down.
You've been pushing this narrative for weeks now. You've been like, oh, he'll be the leader of the Judgment Day, this already established faction with two established leaders.
Fine, I go all in, balls to the wall, to the window, to the wall, to the something.
Okay, an extra point, yeah? So you're betting Edge is going to win, and then you're also betting that Bray Wyatt is going to return as the White Rabbit and be the leader of the Judgment Day, yeah?
Yep, bingo.
He's locking it in.
I'm locking it in, motherfuckers.
I think it's going to be Finn Balor. That's my lock-in.
What happens?
Andrew.
What happens if Bray is still the leader of the Judgment Day and Finn wins? Do I still get a point? Yeah, that's how it works.
We'll think about it. We'll see what happens. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. But anyway,
what?
We have 2 matches left, Andy.
No.
I'll let you take the reins here. Which one do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey, or do you want to talk about Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins?
We'll go with what I think. So the main event's probably Liv versus Ronda, right? Because it's Ronda.
You know what? Yeah.
So we'll go with Matt.
I just realised that there's no Roman match or anything. They're not even the Bloodline aren't even involved in this pay-per-view. That's so weird.
So Matt Riddle and Seth friggin' Rollins with Daniel Cormier as a special guest referee in the fight pit.
Now, Andy, we've seen the fight pit before. I think it was in NXT. He had Kurt Angle refereeing when it was Matt Riddle and I believe Timothy Thatcher.
It was. And Kurt Angle was the referee in that matchup.
I did, in fact, just say that, yes.
I'm clever.
So the fight pit is, it's like a steel cage, but you have a little platform around the top of the cage where a referee stands and does referee things. The way you win is it can be by submission or knockout, or you are unable to stand up after a 10 count. So it's essentially the Punch Palace, but with extra steps.
Basically, they nicked that idea, yeah.
Yeah, they fucking took everything from us. Suplah Brawl, the most original wrestling promotion of all time.
Exactly.
Andy, Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, DC, the UFC former light heavyweight champion. Was he heavyweight champion as well? I will just double check this.
You're asking me like I know. You're the UFC man.
Daniel Cormier. Let's see really quickly on Wikipedia. Very, very quickly. He was the Strikeforce heavyweight Grand Prix champion, King of the Cage heavyweight champion, and he holds the distinction of winning a world championship belt in every single MMA promotion that he has fought. He's a former NCAA champion. He's been in the Olympics. What else? He's
a man of many accolades. He's won the big belts in UFC.
He's in the UFC Hall of Fame. Yes, he's the former heavyweight champion of the world, light heavyweight champion of the world, Strikeforce heavyweight champion of the world, and he's in
famous feud with John Bones Jones.
Yeah, he's
Brock Lesnar as well. He had that brief spate with him.
22 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest, which basically was because
shenanigans.
John Jones tested positive for roids. So basically, he's won 22 out of 26 fights.
So basically, if you can't already gather, he's very qualified to be a referee in a wrestling match.
One would say that, yes.
Yes. There was that point though where he did want to fight Brock Lesnar, right? I'm not making that up. Did anything come from that? Because I remember him calling out Brock after one of his UFC fights.
No, Brock called out...
or the other way around, even. Like, someone called out someone.
Yeah, so basically after a Daniel Cormier fight, Brock Lesnar challenged Daniel Cormier, and I don't think that ever happened, because I think Cormier either got... I mean, he's never been busted for roids. I'm not saying he's ever been on them, but I think he got hurt or something happened where the fight just couldn't take place. So instead, Brock fought Mark Hunt.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway, Daniel Cormier, referee in the Fight Pit match. Riddle vs. Rollins, round 2. I'm enjoying this. This is good.
Oh god, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. He fought Mark Hunt, Brock Lesnar did, and then Daniel Cormier was challenged at UFC 226, and then it just never happened.
So I've been enjoying the Riddle and Rollins feud. Don't know if you have. Well, you haven't been watching it. You said at the top of the show you don't even know.
I don't even know.
No, I've been thinking this is really good. I think this is actually some good quality gourmet shit we got going on here.
You would think I would love this, but I just all I watch is AEW, and
I just find it funny that they essentially ripped off that infamous John Jones, Daniel Cormier shoot interview thing.
Yeah, they did that. I saw that, and I cringed at it. I was like, this is literally...
Yeah, but now Daniel Cormier is being a ref for some fucking reason.
I mean, I don't mind.
I don't know why.
Being a ref, but
the thing is, I don't even know why he is. Like, yeah, it's cool, and it's really awesome that he's finally involved with the WWE because he's just been a fan forever. But why though? why is this happening? I don't know. Ariel Helwani broke the news, and I'm like, what's happening, Ariel? You want to tell me why? Ariel didn't tell me why, Andy.
I think DC loves wrestling. Like, he has always had a love for professional wrestling, and at one point, I think there was an Ariel Helwani interview with DC, and they had a wrestling ring, or it was like a boxing ring, and they had like a pretend wrestling match with like DC and somebody that I think it was like King Mo maybe, and they had like just a pretend wrestling match. Like, DC loves wrestling. Like, he's been to many WrestleManias. He loves the sport, and I guess it makes more sense than having like fucking Tito Ortiz, who clearly didn't give a fuck when he went to TNA, or Rampage, who clearly
What do you mean? Tito Ortiz came out and folded his arms and the entire world changed.
Please don't. We don't.
August 4th warning. Was it August 4th? What was it called?
Super Pro Saturday.
I don't know.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
Tito Ortiz warning. August 1st warning. Yeah, that was it.
Oh god. Okay.
Truly the epitome of TNA. But no, this is gonna be a good shit. What do you think? Who you got? Who's your boy? Who's your mans?
Matt Riddle's gonna win, bro.
Really? You think so? You're not just throwing a random name out there because you haven't been watching.
Well, it's the fight pit. You could then make this Matt Riddle's specialty match, and also you got an MMA guy in there. So I think Riddle will win because they want to Matt Riddle's one of Triple H's people again, and Matt, has.
He's fighting Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I know,
right?
I know, but he's
the Triple H guy.
Matt's fought, to get his name back. He's literally fought for the right for his first name.
You gotta fight for your right, Matt Riddle.
You gotta fight for your right. To have a first name.
Yeah, you see, what I did was I made the joke, and it was funny.
Yeah.
And then you made the exact same joke.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
And it wasn't funny.
It was. I was just as funny, if not funnier.
Do you understand why you're not funny?
Do you understand why you're not funny?
Yeah, that's a really good comeback, mate. So incredible. Okay, you know what? We actually agree on this. I think Matt Riddle should win this one.
There we go.
We're locking it in! So, that leaves us with one match, Andrew. It is Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey in an Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. There's a story here, Andy.
What is the story, Sam?
I will tell you, Mr. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Time is
What is the story? Well, you see, Andy, the story is... Liv Morgan defeated Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam to controversially retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. See, they had that in they have a situation where you had Rousey give Morgan the armbar, and then there was a pin combo at the same time. But Liv Morgan tapped out, and the ref didn't see. So it's all a big fucking no. Following that, Rousey attacked everybody in the arena. She just went fucking ham like a Lunchable, and she got suspended. And then after her suspension was lifted, Rousey won a fatal 5-way elimination match on SmackDown, earning a rematch against Liv Morgan for the Women's Championship at Extreme Rules. The following week, Morgan decided that she wanted to defend the title against Rousey in an Extreme Rules match, to which Rousey accepted. And here we are today. We got there eventually. Now, I have a gripe. I have a complaint.
What is the complaint?
You see the poster for Extreme Rules, yeah?
It's got Ronda Rousey's face on it.
Is Ronda Rousey the champion?
Nope.
Why is she on the poster?
Because it's Ronda Rousey.
Why is Liv Morgan not on the poster?
I know. But it's Ronda Rousey.
I understand. But Ronda Rousey has name power and star power and will draw an audience. I don't deny that. What I will instead say as a rebuttal is make new stars.
Well, you could put them both on the poster.
Draws.
You could put them both on it.
I'm not just saying just have Liv there. What I'm saying is I would be fine with Liv there, but I would also be fine if it was like a face-off. Like you had one half of a face on one half, and you have the other's face on the other half. Or if you just had them looking at each other all angry-like. I just think that this is a bad move, in honesty, in terms of posters, because Liv Morgan is your champion. This is someone who you're wanting to build as a star in your company, I'm assuming. They're not just a flavor of the month and then they'll be dropped as soon as they lose the championship. I have hope that you want to build Liv Morgan as a successful star in your company. A good way that you can do that is by featuring her on the poster of your event, next to a repeated draw and marketable star. Because if you don't do that, what happens when Ronda Rousey fucks off? Who are you going to have on the poster?
Oh yeah, that's the problem. And
You need to make new fucking stars.
I feel like they could have had
the booking
like...
of Liv has been questionable at best. They're not making her seem like a... They're making her seem like a fluke, in all honesty. They're making her seem like she doesn't deserve the championship, which I'm never a fan of. Like, I'm all good with fucking plucky underdog babyfaces fighting to keep their championship. What I'm not a fan of is booking them against the same opponent for 3 matches and expecting people to think that this is going to end well.
This is the reason why I don't watch the fucking WWE, because they still have this rule of 3 bollocks. They have 3...
Well, the thing is, it's not even a rule of 3, though. It was a rule of 2, and then Morgan fought Shayna Baszler at Clash of the Castle. Presumably because Ronda wasn't allowed into Wales for whatever reason.
I mean...
Isn't that weird? Isn't that strange that just happened?
That's weird. I mean, I haven't been watching it. Do people like Liv Morgan's reign, or have they turned on her yet?
I feel like we're getting to the point where they're going to turn on it, but only if they continue booking her to look like shit. That's the problem here. Is that throughout history, Andy, you've had underdog babyfaces win the championship, right?
Yes.
How often does it go that they either become fighting champions, trademark, to keep the championship with them, and they do that by being good wrestlers?
No, it's just bad. It's always bad.
Or
Rey Mysterio,
they
bad.
cheat to win, they win via technicalities, they get dominated for like 90% of the match, and then they win in the last 5% of the match, like... I don't get it.
It's always bad.
I don't get it.
They've never done it correctly. And I don't...
No, they must have done it correctly at some point.
No, they've never done it fucking right. Never.
What was Eddie Guerrero's reign like?
It was an alright match with Kurt. So he beats Brock. Then he has an alright match with Kurt at WrestleMania 20. And then I don't really remember. And then JBL beats him.
Daniel Bryan.
Shit. I mean, the chase was good, but then he got the belt and then had a really shit feud with Kane. And then he had to fucking vacate the belt and then eventually retire.
Kofi Kingston.
It was, chase was great. They had a wonderful moment at WrestleMania with Kofi beating Daniel Bryan. And Kofi's reign was okay, I suppose, and then loses to Brock Lesnar in about 30 seconds to lose the title.
Rey Mysterio.
He wins the Royal Rumble after being first, eliminating Randall Orton. He then beats Randall Orton and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania in a triple threat match. And then he was booked like shit. He struggled against just people that he shouldn't have struggled against because it's Rey Mysterio. And then he loses. Don't know how. I think it may have been to the Great Khali. I could be wrong.
So we're setting up a good precedent here.
Yeah, really
good old Liv Morgan.
I need to find out who beat Rey.
I honestly couldn't tell you, because that was before I was watching, but
I mean.
Even then, that wasn't the championship reign that I was referring to, even. Oh. I was referring to him winning the WWE Championship and holding it for less than one evening. Because John Cena came in and just beat him for it after winning a fucking tournament.
Oh, God.
That was stupid, wasn't it?
That was the dumbest thing in the fucking world. I'm going to just quickly find out the original World Heavyweight title reign. I don't actually fucking know. Oh, at the Great American Bash, Rey Mysterio lost the world title to King Booker. There you go.
King Booker!
And that's how that started. There you go.
All hail King Booker! He's playing bingo! Shut up. So, okay. What do you think, though? Is this the end of Liv Morgan, or are we gonna fucking persevere and try and make a new star here? Bearing in mind, this is Extreme Rules. So, you could just have Liv beat the shit out of Ronda with weapons, and then somehow finesse a win like that. Doesn't necessarily have to be a fucking, clean victory. But then again, do I want that? Do I want that? Or do I want Liv Morgan to actually win a fucking match? Properly, decisively?
It would be for the best, Liv Morgan winning. And if this was Vince McMahon running the WWE, I'd be like, right, Ronda's winning.
However,
this is an intriguing match. I will give them that.
in that you don't really know where they're gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock in Liv Morgan. I'm going with my plucky underdog babyface who I had to unfollow on Twitter just because she keeps retweeting her annoying fucking fans. So.
And I had that crush on Ronda Rousey, so let's go with Ronda then.
Okay, he's locking it in. Da-da-da-da. All right, so going over it, we have Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. I go with Liv Morgan. You go with Ronda Rousey. We have Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins featuring Daniel Cormier in a special guest role. We both go with Matt Riddle. And we have Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a strap match. You go with Karrion Kross. I go with Drew McIntyre. We have Bianca Belair versus Bayley in a ladder match for the Women's Championship. I go with Bianca. You go with Bayley. We have Edge versus Finn Balor in an I Quit match. I go with Finn. You go with Edge. And then, for a bonus point, you think that the Judgment Day is going to be led by Bray Wyatt. I do not think so. A differing opinion for an imaginary point. And finally, we have the Brawling Brutes versus Imperium in a 6-man tag team good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. You think Imperium? I think the Brawling Brutes. Those are our choices. We will stand by them. And just because we have a lot of differences, I'm expecting the first ever Pride of Predictions champion to finally be crowned. No shenanigans. No stripping. None of that shit.
And that will be me.
I think you'll find it will be me.
No.
But before we go off the air today, there's something else I wanted to talk about.
Oh, what's that then, Sam?
Have you heard of All Elite Wrestling?
I think I have, yes. I watch it all the time.
Do you really?
Yes.
So, you would know that, basically, for lack of a better term, it's become a bit of a dumpster fire lately.
Unfortunately, yes.
In terms of backstage shenanigans,
the in-ring
online beef, in-ring performances, championship interim vacating situations. Good lord, it's a mess. And I wanted to take a bit today to talk about something that I saw on Twitter that made me finally think, you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't fucking give a shit about this company anymore. And it's a shame, because I finally came round to it. I was finally invested in it. And then, because God is cruel, and we're not allowed to have fun things, he decided to make the product insufferable.
What? Oh, is this to do with Sammy Guevara and Andre Almas?
Samuel Guevara and whoever Andre is, because you keep calling him that when that's not his fucking name.
And Andrade.
Andrade, yes. Andrade Almas and Sammy Guevara. Yeah, Andre the Giant Almas. Is that his name? No, it's not actually.
Such a twat.
Good lord. Careful, he might come at you on Twitter. Because that's what's happened. Fucking...
What a tit.
I mean, they're both dickheads, but let's get into it.
Okay, they're dickheads on two different levels, but we'll please discuss.
Andrade El Idolo, also known as Manuel Alfonso Andrade Oropeza. That's his full name.
Congratulations.
What a fucking name. Do you want to try and say it?
No.
No. Okay. So, Andrade
I
Almas.
was actually giving you props. I was actually like, good job.
Yeah, because I know how to pronounce foreign names. Yes.
I know how to pronounce names.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Keep telling yourself that.
I won't.
Andrade El Idolo and Samuel Guevara, also known as Sammy Guevara. Just in case you didn't know. Oh, now I know.
I know that guy.
Now we know.
I get it now.
There has been beef between these two stars.
Uh-oh.
Yesterday. Well, not yesterday. A previous day.
Yesterday, all these things seem so far away. Now they just moan about each other on Twitter.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, all wrestlers today, I've noticed, are fucking terminally online. Like, they're always just fucking tweeting and like being angry and mad about shit on Twitter. Like, I don't... Go outside. Touch grass. You don't need to fucking
Have a
tweet
wank.
all of your... You don't need to go and tweet all of your opinions.
Well, you wouldn't be so angry all the fucking time, would you? I mean, I'm not wrong, am I? You're pent up.
You wouldn't be so angry and mad all of the time if you just stopped caring. If you just quietly quit, like the rest of society. Maybe you won't have to take it onto Twitter. But these two have decided to go at each other for some fucking reason. Have they even been featured in a program on AEW? You've been watching, you should know. Have they had any matches recently?
Sammy has had a few matches, but Andre, I can't recall the last match.
Who?
Andrade, I can't recall his last match.
Guevara took aim at an unnamed wrestler on social media, calling them a jobber and a favor hire. Whether or not this was aimed at Andrade was unclear, because Sammy Guevara had a Dynamite match opposite Daniel Garcia to promote. But El Idolo attacked the Jericho Appreciation Society member hours later, saying that he wasn't scared to get fired. This prompted Guevara to tell Andrade to go back to WWE like we all know you want to and fuck off. Things have progressed from there. Andrade's on-air manager, Jose the assistant, confirmed the original incident between Sammy and Andrade, referencing the interview that may have sparked the issues. Andrade had an interview with Mas Lucha. Don't listen to them, listen to us, I guess.
Exactly.
Whatever the fuck they are.
Don't promote them.
But Guevara had claimed about El Idolo hitting him too hard in the ring. To quote, "They are all good with me, but I did have one issue with a wrestler. I'm going to say his name. It was Sammy Guevara. I had an issue with him because he once came to the locker room and complained that we hit him too hard. It's wrestling. Solve it in the ring. If I hit hard, hit me hard too. I learned that he came in and he accused me like a little girl." Sorry. After I learned about it, I spoke to him and asked if he had an issue with me, but he said he did not, and that's all there was to it. It's funny because not even in WWE, for example, Sheamus likes to hit, and all my respect for him because he loves to hit hard and loves the strikes. He is wild. Even The Miz likes to throw strikes. Not even John Cena complained about me. So if he'd not complain, imagine this kid who is just starting. But there's that. So, that's the inception of the beef, right? Sammy Guevara apparently was complaining that Andrade was hitting him too hard in a wrestling match. You with me so far?
Unfortunately, yes. Continue.
Andrade then tweets, "I said it to your face
Oh,
if you had a problem with me, and you said, nothing. I won't beat your ass because I'm a professional. Don't be scared. When I say something, I name names, and I'm not scared to get fired. Hashtag Sammy."
Why have these cunts not been told to shut the fuck up by Tony?
Oh, we'll get to that, Andy. We'll get to that.
Oh, Christ.
Samuel Guevara responds, "You didn't say shit to me, you liar. But here's some truth, you ungrateful prick. You would be jobless if it wasn't for your dad-in-law. Are you really mad at me or mad at yourself for failing to get over for a second time? Just go back to WWE like we all know you want to do and fuck off." Andrade replies, "Okay, I'm a liar, lol. See you on Wednesday.
No.
I'll tell you to your face again,
No.
and nothing you say that you do not have any problem."
Not this again. Not this again. Right, okay. I'm going to
I have
say...
to laugh, because if I don't laugh, I'll start screaming. But please, carry on with what you were going to say.
I've said this once. I've said this
Are you going to do
twice.
Captain Cunt again? Are you going to say Captain Cunt again? Are you going to say that again?
Where
you keep
is...
saying that.
Where... Well, I fucking have to keep saying it because there fucking isn't somebody who's telling these fucking chodes to shut the fuck up. Sammy needs to shut the fuck up because just shut the fuck up. And Andrade, if you don't want to be there, there's the door. Fuck off. And don't fucking let the door hit you on the arse on the way out because I don't want an arse print on my fucking door. Why don't you just fuck the fuck off then? If you keep fucking moaning about people in the company that you work for, then fuck off. Piss right off. Go away. Sammy, shut the fuck up, you fucking chode. You irritate fucking everybody. You get into fights with like Eddie Kingston and fucking everybody's irritated by your fucking existence. And you're irritated by you and your wife. Just shut the fuck up. Stop posting shit on Instagram every 52 seconds. Just fuck off. Just fuck the fuck away. Just fuck off. Right? I can be Captain Cunt, Tony. Hire me. It's not hard. You just do that.
Okay, so we went from the first time you dropped the Captain Cunt speech being like, this isn't an audition for me to get into the company, to now you're saying, let me in the company, I'm a massive cunt. Like, okay.
The thing is,
right.
That's
character evolution right there, ladies and gentlemen.
He's clearly doing nothing about it. Like, no, I mean, like, I don't...
Because he's too much of a fucking pussy.
Well, fucking...
I'll say it. I don't care. Tony's a pussy. He's a fucking fan. That's what he is. He's clearly not doing shit. And if he does have if he supposedly has a team, but does talent relations, it either doesn't exist, or they're really shit at their jobs as well.
I would argue they're shit. Because why are you allowing this to even happen? This looks bad.
Andy, who is head of AEW's talent relations?
I don't know. Christopher Daniels?
Where's he?
I don't fucking know. He's suspended. Well, great. You suspended the one fucking
that
guy.
Explains it.
You fucking had. You fucking.
That's the true Forbidden Door. You suspend fucking Christopher Daniels, and then suddenly everyone's on Twitter.
Fuck me. I mean,
my favorite thing about this is that Ricky Starks made a tweet that he then deleted, which basically was like, "Can my co-workers please shut the fuck up?"
Exactly. I'm on his side. Like,
I complained about this in the in our Suplah group chat. Earlier, where I think yesterday when all this was going on,
so much gets posted in there.
This is so fucking tiring. This is so exhausting. I don't give a shit if you're actually hating each other. Like the same old spiel I always give. Keelan and Brendan were both like, "Oh, I actually like Sammy Guevara. I actually think he's a really good heel." I'm like, no, no, though.
No, there's a difference between what they do on TV and what they do in public. Like, I don't get like.
This is classless from both of them.
Well, yeah, like it's classless on the one hand, coming from Sammy Guevara.
Let's look at it from the start, all right? Andrade complains in an interview with some fucking blog, where he's basically saying, "Oh, Sammy Guevara, I'm not afraid to name him. He complained that I was hitting him too hard." It's like, okay, did you have to put that out there?
Yeah, did you have to?
Did you have to state that in an interview where people, including Sammy Guevara, are going to read that? You really think Sammy wouldn't have a problem with that? He's a confrontational little prick anyway. Do you really think he's just going to sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, that did happen. I'm an idiot"?
Here's the other thing. Why are these assholes allowed to just say this just dumb shit like the
talent relations, Andy?
I mean, Jesus Christ.
You answered your question, but then Sammy's tweet where he was like, "You would be jobless if it wasn't for your dad-in-law." Mate, Andrade's way more talented than you ever will be. Let's face facts for 5 fucking seconds. This is one of the most important fucking luchadors of the modern era, and you want to say that he's only fucking employed because he's been married to Charlotte Flair for like a year? Like, really? Really, Sammy? Who? Who the fuck is Sammy Guevara?
And not only this,
Andrade El Idolo is a famous name in wrestling. He's been wrestling for longer than you've ever been talented.
And here's the other thing, right? So Andrade looks like a shithead because of this, but this is coming from shithead Guevara, like the fucking
notorious fucking dumb idiot Guevara who is trashy and has had social media beef with people before now.
And not only that, like questionable shit with his personal life.
And also, I can't really vouch for his comment about Andrade failing to get over. Is Andrade over in AEW? I don't really know.
No, he didn't slice.
But is that an issue with him, or is that an issue with his booking?
Both. I think it is both. I think
because he was over in NXT. When he was NXT champion, he was over.
I think in some ways his character just hasn't.
I mean, I've always liked him. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not a fucking Andrade fan because I am, but I will admit. This is kind of bullshit. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, why are you stirring up beef when you don't even need to?
Well, yeah, this is
like, just handle it all backstage and fucking be adults about it.
Well, this is the thing. Like, where are the people who are like the social media people, talent relations, Tony, fucking anyone? Like, where are the fucking people that are like, right, shut the fuck up. We will talk about this in private on Wednesday, and you can. Talk it out like adults, not like fucking children. Like, we'll talk about it like two grown fucking adults rather than two.
Well, that's the
fucking
thing. They clearly
dickheads
are
with a
not
nickname.
mentally mature enough to do that. Like, Sammy is nearly 30, and he's acting like he's fucking 12. Like, shut the fuck up, Sammy. Just take a fucking minute, delete Twitter, actually grow up, maybe. But like, this is the thing, Andy. This is why I wanted to bring this up. This isn't just us bitching and moaning about these two. This is me openly saying that AEW is the new TNA.
No, it's not that bad.
And no, hear me out. I'm saying this for several reasons. You have, I know we said it last week, like, oh, you're complaining about ex-WWE guys, but I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, as a fucking comparison to TNA, both of these companies have a large majority of employees that were big draws in WWE. Not just employees, big draws. We're talking John Moxley, we're talking Daniel Bryan, we're talking Adam Cole, we're talking Christian Cage. We're talking noteworthy names. We're also talking an inept manager.
Well, okay,
I've compared them before. Tony Khan and Dixie Carter, one and the same at this point.
They need Captain...
Except one of them has a lot more money.
Yeah. They need Captain Cunt.
Yes, we know. Captain Cunt, new Suplah Brawl character.
Yeah.
We've heard it all before. But also, constant fucking backstage drama. Like, Kenny Omega's getting bit by fucking Johnny, whatever his name was. What was his name? Ace Steel?
Ace Steel?
Yeah.
Johnny Bite. Bitey
Johnny Bite Man. Like, you've got fucking backstage brawls, you've got fucking talent doing this shit on Twitter. It's like, what the fuck is going on? It was like a year ago where this company was actually looking fucking promising and as an actual contender to WWE. But I feel like as soon as Triple H took over WWE, AEW just shit the bed a little bit.
Yeah,
and is now in fucking panic mode, and they don't know what to fucking do. And by they, I mean Tony. Because he is, at this point, the sole fucking leader of the entire thing.
I think it's two things.
I just find it really fucking tiring, and I really wish that it wasn't this fucking exhausting. I just want a good wrestling product.
I don't think the product's affected by this, but what he needs to do is get a grip on this shit. Because people like you, even though if the product, in my opinion, is great,
but this shit is turning me off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want this.
If this is making you and other people go, oh, I can't fucking watch these because of the shit that's going on.
This and the fucking Paige Soraya bullshit, like, oh my god, she needs to fucking log off Twitter. She's as bad as everyone else. She's fucking just complaining all the fucking time and actually calling out fans on Twitter and being like, oh, you're ugly. Like, it's so fucking tiring. And if anything, it looks really bad.
Yeah.
Like, it looks really fucking bad on the company. And that's the biggest problem I have. Is that it's affecting your fucking standing with some of your fan base. Because it's not just me that has this opinion. I've seen this be shared about on Twitter and Reddit as well.
Yeah.
You need to fix this shit.
I can separate the two, though, so that's I don't give a shit.
Well, good for you. You're a better man than I am, but I can't. And it's affecting my ability to enjoy it.
I think Tony needs to do something drastic. Like, he needs to hire. He can be the CEO of the company or whatever.
Don't worry, Andy. He's going to release another acclaimed t-shirt on the shop website. Because he listens to the fans. He's going to make 15 million moving match cards. He's going to fix the lighting. Like, come on. Come on, guys. It's not difficult.
Tones.
Employ fucking people that can manage a tight ship and prevent all of this embarrassing debacles from happening. Because until then, in my opinion, it's TNA all over again.
And they've got former WWE personnel fucking back there. And ex-WCW personnel. Why the fuck
they should know. They should fucking know, of all people, how to fucking rein people in.
Like, what the fuck? I mean, why are you just standing there letting this happen? It's like the fucking Leslie Nielsen sketch where it's just sort of like, nothing happening is here. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm not saying AEW is going to die or anything, because I don't think it will. But
No, I don't think at this point it will, but I'm not entirely ruling out that possibility. I just think it maybe, like, if it keeps going like this, we are on a decline.
perhaps a decline, but I don't think he'll die. I mean, the issue is that...
I mean, a decline will only get to a certain point where there's no coming back. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Like, if it keeps going down and down and down, you're either going to die, or you're going to fuck off to Canada and no one will know what you're doing.
TNA.
Impact.
But,
Yeah.
My thing is, all he needs to do...
He needs to hire Captain Cunt. He needs to hire Captain Cunt. Ha ha ha.
I keep going on about it. I'm going to keep going on about it until he fucking does something about it. Like...
This is the weekly hire Captain Cunt message portion of the Suplah.
Exactly.
Hey, Tony, hire Captain Cunt. That's the segment. That's the new weekly segment. It's just going to be fucking AEW drama week in and week out, and it's us going to be saying, fix it, 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 fix it. Fix it.
I mean, that's all he needs to do. Just hire someone.
Just fix it.
Just anybody. I don't care.
That's all he needs to do. That's all he needs to do. But we've run out of time. That is the end of the show this week.
Well, that has been a show and a half. Thank you for joining us on this magical edition of the Suplah. If you want to find out more stuff and things about the Suplah, you can by going to linktree.com/the Suplah, and you'll find magical links to all the magical things we can do. We've just relaunched our gaming channel where I fail at Portal. Go and watch that. That's really fun. Also, we have Suplah Brawl. Sam, we've had an event this past month.
We had Halle Berry's equivalent exchange. We've had some new women show up. We've had some women change rosters. What was the result of the shake-up? You'll have to find out for our next event, and I'm very excited to announce this, Andy.
Oh.
I'm going to announce this here.
Oh.
This is our first ever Suplah Brawl mixed gender tag team tournament, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled in the future whenever we're able to do it. It will be the inaugural Super Gender Crusher tournament.
Very good.
You can find that on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit the bell, all that random shit. You're not going to do it. Why are we even bothering asking? You can listen to us on Spotify. If you hate YouTube, that's fine. We do as well. They don't push us anymore. They really need to. And a bunch of other social medias and all other shit that we don't post on. It's all in our link tree. And if you have any predictions for Extreme Rules, or if you have anything to say about the AEW drama, how about you let us know in the comments below.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Suplah.
With our first ever Pride of Predictions champion, me.
And hopefully, no AEW drama. Bring, oh, hi Tones, yeah, I can be Captain Cunt, yeah. Tones.
Tones. The tones. The tones. The tones.